Yeah, what is up YouTube? I'm Blitz5 and today's video is going to be about the new Incursions mode coming to Battlefield 1. So earlier in the year we were promised that Battlefield 1 was going to create a competitive playlist. If you're not familiar with Battlefield 1, one of the things that's missing from the game is like a competitive playlist. There's no ranked mode, and what makes things difficult about this is when you play Battlefield 1, it's normally 32 versus 32 or 24 versus 24. There's only select game types where there's not that many players, and when you have that many people, it's hard to have a competitive match when you're playing with 32 people, usually just broken down into your squad, which consists of like 4 or 5 players, and then you try to do your best or make your best effort to make an impact on the overall game. And basically what they're going to do is add a 5 versus 5 focused battle playlist called Incursions into the game, and this will make it a lot easier for people to compete. And 5v5 is like the new standard for competitive gaming. A lot of times it's like 4 versus 4. In Halo they've had doubles like 2v2, but in a lot of games now with Call of Duty and League of Legends, a lot of times you're seeing 5 versus 5 is like the main competitive. Basically any amount between 3 and 6 is usually pretty good for competitive gaming, and Battlefield went with 5. So it's very interesting because it's a completely different game. Definitely excited to play this. This is something that I feel has been missing for Battlefield in many of the Battlefields for years now, for the past like 5 years, that there's no competitive playlist. So even if it's a little late in the game, if you're not playing Battlefield 1 anymore, I plan on playing this game for like the next year on and off. But in the next Battlefields that come, at least they'll have all of this stuff set up, and they're getting more feedback from the community. So when the next Battlefield is, whenever that is going to be, Battlefield 6 or 7, 8, World War II, whatever it is, they'll have this system set up in place in the community and the competitive background, and that's what really launches games up nowadays. And I think that probably people behind Battlefield 1 are noticing that right now with like League of Legends, Overwatch, all this stuff, is that people want to have a competitive side of gaming, which is cool because to me that's something that I always thought was I don't know, enjoyable with video games. So if you're interested in this, you want to read more about it, they have a bunch of questions here that you could show the answer, like when will the Incursions be available. They're saying that they're going to be doing the alpha in September, and also right now there's a new map out called Lubka Pass. This came out in the end of August, depending on when you're watching this video, but this is part of the Name of the Czar, some of the new content that's coming out. So I'm actually going to get on Battlefield right now and be streaming live. You might be watching this after the fact, but if you want to ever catch me on YouTube or Twitch, you can find me at Blitz5 and Friends. And like I said, this is part of the Name of the Czar expansion, so they're coming out with some new content. I heard there's a new cavalry division with a spear, so this should be pretty cool to check out with new weapons, new game types, and the new night map. So as always, thank you all for watching. I'm Blitz5 and peace out.